So in the trailer of this movie, it says more is never enough. Do you feel, or do you think that it's in human nature that we always want more?
I think it's not just in human nature. I think it's a characteristic of all life. I think opportunism and greed has really been the key to survival.
Can you relate to that, always wanting more?
Well, the truth is, it's we all have good and bad in us. And that you have to stop yourself. You have to stop yourself, and you ultimately need to create a balance and think about others. I think that everyone can get into that addiction. I mean, it's an easy trap to get into. On a personal level, I think that you find people like this, and I've met a lot of people like this whose entire world is consumed by wealth, and you meet them and you talk to them and you realize that they don't have a lot of foundation in their life whatsoever, and so therefore this becomes the root of all happiness for them. Of course, I like money like everybody else. That would be an absolute lie, but I think it's important to be responsible at the same time, and I also think it's important to give back too. If you're in a privileged position, I think that should be a prerequisite to anyone who's gotten to accumulate a lot of wealth in their life. I think that it should be standard.
You also have great success at a young age.
Mm-hmm.
How have you managed not to spin out of control like Jordan did? Because he couldn't really handle that success, right?
To tell you the truth, I came from a situation growing up where I saw a lot of tumultuous things. I saw. I saw this stuff on my street corner, and it made me want to avoid this type of world. And Hollywood was kind of a walk in the park for me after where I grew up. So I've just been appreciative to have been taken out of that atmosphere and given the opportunities I've been given. I got very lucky. So every movie that I do and every choice that I make in my life is with great appreciation for the gifts that I've been given, and that's the truth.
So in this movie, you were surrounded by naked women like almost every day, it seems. How is that part of the job? Is that something you have to pinch yourself sometimes, or does that get normal?
To tell you the truth, it was kind of disgusting sometimes. These sequences were, they weren't very romantic, let's put it that way. And plus, movie making, it's never as glamorous as people think it is. It's oftentimes very mechanical stuff, Usually you have to understand when you make movies, there's a lot of protection in there, There's also, body doubles and things like that. So.
But do you get nervous doing those scenes still, or are you just so professional
No,
you don't think about it?
I don't get nervous, no. Not in sequences like that, no.
What makes you nervous then?
Usually the first day is the most nerve-wracking. You've built yourself up for all this preparation of what you want this character to be, and you know that whatever you do the first day or first couple days is going to become a part of what this movie is, and a lot of times it's a learning process while you make the movie to discover what that character is. So the first day is always a very difficult one. I've been working, since I was 13 years old, and I haven't, aside from a year once, I haven't taken much of a break, and I took a break after this movie just because I did 3 films in a row, and this one really took all the adrenaline out of me. It was just a huge adrenaline dump. I mean, I've been wanting to do it for 6 years. It was this insane journey. Marty and I got to do creatively whatever we wanted, and it was a lot of fun. What we're talking about in the movie is a very serious subject, but the making of the film was a lot of fun and incredibly exciting that I needed to take some time off. So it's been a year, and I don't know when I'm going to go back to work again. We'll see.